Wow, I cannot believe today is the last day of 2020. So, welcome to our last A Day in the Life of Social Work video for 2020. This is definitely something I am going to continue doing these videos for 2021. First, I want to say, Happy New Year to everyone. Thank you for watching me. Thank you for supporting me through 2020 and watching this channel. It's a very small channel, and again, I love YouTube. I do this for fun because I do have a career, I do have a job. So, but I do enjoy being on YouTube, doing social work videos, and doing, of course, like my haul videos because I do love fashion and beauty as well. So I call it my happy place. But first I want to say thank you to all the social workers out there. Thank you to all essential staff, right? Hospital staff, I mean, anyone or everyone that had either worked through the pandemic, worked when everything else was closed. I just want to say thank you. If anybody didn't say thank you, I'm saying thank you, and I appreciate you all. And as I sit here and reflect on 2020, there's so many feelings that I have. One, I'm thankful and grateful to see 2020. I'm thankful and grateful to go into 2021. As far as the pandemic, the virus and everything that happens, of course, I'm frustrated. I'm angry. I'm anxious. Of course, there's some fear, there's some worry, but I continue to trust God and continue to trust my fate. And because we don't know what 2021 is going to bring. I mean, 2020 is ending with a bang, and there's so much happening, so much so fast. And now we have this vaccination that they are, I'm not going to say pushing, but definitely encouraging everyone to take this vaccination. And personally, I feel that you should do what's best for you. No one should tell you what to do. And as a social worker, you should not feel guilty taking the vaccination, and you should not feel guilty not taking the vaccination. You really have to research, and you have to look at the pros and the cons and what works for you and what works for your family. So don't let anyone make you feel any type of way. I tell everyone that whatever decision you do, that's your decision for yourself. Now, for me personally, everybody keeps asking me, do I plan to take the vaccination? And I really can't say yes and I can't say no, because again, I am still looking at pros and cons. I am still doing my own personal research. I am outweighing, the benefits. Like I said, I'm in a hospital, so COVID is real. I know some people out here either don't believe it or it's real. It's alive on planet Earth, so it's definitely real. So with that being said, especially this week, we had some exposures at work, which was basically close, very, very close. When it's one thing, with your staff getting it, people on the units, staff, but then when it's people in your own department, in your own team members, that is close to home. So I am outweighing the benefits, outweighing the pros and the cons. And the way they're doing it, every state is different, every hospital is different. So you get a email that says, of course, I'm a social worker, so that's direct contact. Right now, I am able to do consults over the phone, but at the end of the day, we are direct contact. So if somebody needs to see us face to face, we do have to go in the room, whether we want to or not. So with that being said, I got my email to say that, of course, I am qualified to take this vaccination. And then they're going by alphabetical order. Again, my state, my hospital, everybody's doing something different. So my last name starts with an S. So of course, I just got my email, I think early this week, to say that I can schedule my vaccination. So again, I'm still 50-50. I'm not one of those people that's going to say, oh my God, I don't believe in vaccinations. I do. I have all my vaccinations from childhood. I take the flu shot every year. So, I'm not going to sit there and say I'm not for vaccination. I definitely am. Am I skeptical? Of course I am. This is something, one, the virus is new. Two, the vaccination is new. So of course I am. So I'm still debating. I'm just trying to figure out if I'm going to take it sometime next month or if I'm just going to wait a little bit and maybe take it further down the road. But eventually I am going to take it. Right now I'm just trying to debate on my time frame. If it's going to be January sometime or if it's going to be March or April. So that's where I'm at. But I do plan to take it. And again, that's a personal choice. Everyone do what's best for you. And do not let anyone make you feel guilty whether you want to take it or not take it. That is a personal choice. That's not up for debate. I don't know why people think certain things are up for debate. I don't know why. We really live in a world and a society that, if someone is doing something that we think it's either against the norm or it's not what you want or what you think they should be doing, we really voice an opinion. I don't know why. And you could have an opinion, but see, for me, and this is why I always tell people, I started to become happy. I started to live my life and not care what anybody else has to say about me. Because at the end of the day, if you are not paying any bills at my house, your opinion does not matter. I always tell people that the only opinion that matters is what God says about me. So your opinion don't matter to me if you are not providing financial means in my home. So, but, as a social worker, we have been supporting staff because we are having, people's opinions of whether you should or shouldn't take a vaccination. And as a social worker, you have to stay neutral on these topics. You can have your own personal opinion for yourself, but you cannot, direct. I want to, I'm trying to use certain words. You cannot direct, you cannot lead, you cannot tell someone, whether it's a patient, which way they should go or shouldn't go, or even staff, because right now we are social work for everyone, not just the patients anymore, patients, families, and staff. Since COVID, I always provide support for my team, but it's different now because now we are it, and this is why I always say sometimes, where does the social worker go where the social worker needs a social worker herself? And I think that's what I dealt with for 2020, where there was so much and everyone is heavily dependent on us, that we needed an outlet. We needed a place to go. And I thank God I have my sister who is in a similar field because she's a doctor. She does children's psychology. So we talk a lot and we share a lot because she's seen a lot with her kids and going through a lot, and me as well in the hospital from my patients. I do on call, so I have children, but yeah, because I do actually trauma-based, so I have everybody, everyone, from children to adults. She deals with children only. So it's good, and that's why I say I love YouTube, because it's my happy place where I can come home and catch up on my favorite YouTubers, watch fashion videos, watch, what's new with makeup, hair, fragrance, bags and stuff like that, because I do like stuff like that because you need a place to go. And of course, I love God. He's my number one. I rock with him all day, every day. I am definitely a Jesus promoter. I love the Lord. I am here because of him. So I will always, say my fate, because 2020, you had to be strong, because you had to be strong. So for everyone, let's say, as I reflect and I look at my vision board, I'm like, I didn't accomplish not one thing this year. This year was our 10-year wedding anniversary. So many things happened that I can't even explain. I don't know if you guys even aware, our wedding rings, the jewelry place that we got our rings from 10 years ago. I never took my ring off. 10 years, I took my ring off on our anniversary to get it sent in, to get reband inspected, and they lost our rings. Yes, I got a new ring, of course, the ring that I've been looking at for 2 years. God made a way for me to upgrade, but still, the value, the sentimental value, of course, is gone. So that I did not understand. So there's so many things that happened, 2020, COVID, okay, pandemic, but there's a lot of happy things that happen. You know, even though for me personally, I can't say there's nothing excited besides upgrade, got a new ring, but I had to lose my ring to get a new ring. But for others, I've seen people that, especially in YouTube and other people that I know, having kids in 2020, people that couldn't get pregnant were able to conceive this year. People bought homes, people celebrated, you know, milestones, birthdays. So, you know, there's a lot of happy things that happen, even though we look at this year and we're just like, you know, with so much news with COVID and everything that's been going on with politics, it's just draining. But a lot of happy, good things happen in 2020. You know, also with our department, social work, we are making a name for ourselves. You know, people value social work. They love social work. Trust me, they use and abuse social work. They want social work involved in everything because they understand what social work does and they understand the importance of having social work. Because not only, again, we always support staff, but 2020, during the pandemic, we really stepped up our game to support staff. Like we went together with the chaplain, we came together to check on all the COVID units because at one point the whole hospital was COVID. So we went on every unit to check on staff at every single shift. And then our director started a buddy program because he's from the military. So then we have buddies assigned to each other that were checking on our buddies as well as checking on each other. So 2020 for social work, we definitely grew. And we definitely stood out this year. That's for sure. And people look for us. I mean, they look for us on a regular basis to solve the problem, to fix it, to put the band-aid on this boo-boo. But 2020, oh, they were looking for us. They came looking for us. When we weren't sitting there, they noticed that my social worker that's usually on my unit every day is not here. Because now we can't sit in the units. So, you know, as I reflect and I think about going to work, there was a point that I was excited. I couldn't wait to go to work. I'm always happy to go to work. I'm always thankful, blessed, and happy to have a job. That's just me. You know, very, very humble. Don't ever get it twisted. I always tell people just because I love to dress and I love certain luxury items and certain things, I am humble. And I love to get to work. I have to say this is the first year that I was thankful for my job, but I'm not going to lie. I didn't want to come to work. Because now I looked at the hospital different. The walls were no longer welcoming. It was cold. There was no one there. Cafeteria, we couldn't sit together. We can't eat together. You can't do anything. Social distance, that. There were so many rules. The comfort that I once knew was just ripped and taken away from us. So of course, you know, but I'm hopeful. I'm trying to remain positive. I believe there's a reason for the season. And my goal is to be the best social worker that I know how. And every year I try to continue to educate myself, continue to grow, continue to just, I don't know, I just continue to evolve, should I say. So that's my goal for 2021. Definitely continue these a day in the life of social worker videos. I would definitely continue those. Hopefully 2021, I'm gonna think of some new topics. Again, it's kind of hard to share my day at work because of HIPAA, but I'm gonna find a way to maybe share a day with you and kind of break it down like what I have to do. So maybe I'll do that. But yeah, so, and if you guys have any questions, any ideas, or anything you want me to talk about or research or whatever, definitely leave it down below. Again, have a happy new year. Please be safe. Everybody was like, where you going? Home, to my house. That's where I'm going for the end of 2020. And that's where I will wake up 2021. So if you're going to do something, be safe. The numbers are climbing, guys. Be safe, social distance, put your mask on, and happy new year. And I look forward to seeing you guys in 2021. And my goal for my channel is, of course, to continue growing. That's always been my goal since I started YouTube, right? I mean, originally, I started YouTube to watch other people and to learn about growing my hair and going from Texlax to natural and picking up more makeup skills. So I've been on YouTube 10 years. But then I started to do videos here and there because it was just fun. It's my happy place. So, on that note, thanks for watching and be safe, guys. Please. be safe, and I will see you next year. And thank you to all the social workers for all that you do. I appreciate you.